They live by night. They hide in the dark and rise from the shadows. They can never feel the warmth of living human blood in their veins. Their bodies are cold and dead. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Okay, so it's Dracula and Frankenstein. I think Frankenstein's the one going around pulling people out of cars. Dracula, quite obviously the one with the teeth, like the strange teeth. But there's also a couple bonuses. We got the Doctor of Doom and the Mad Zombie. All in one terrifying film. I mean, it's not going anywhere fast, but clearly it's like a sort of GTA, like sort of catharsis for the Frankenstein monster. You know, trying to pull people out of cars, probably trying to drive the car, probably trying to get away from the science experiment that they're part of. But yeah, this is I don't even know what year this is. But yeah, let's keep going with this one.
A doctor who serves the dead. A dead man who controls the doctor and a living creature horribly created from the mangled corpses of their victims. Dracula versus Frankenstein. His blood is cold, but his mind is keen. He cannot die, for he is already dead. His name is Dracula. Another lives, but his body belongs to the dead. The two will join forces, but only one will survive. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Right. So he's definitely trying to escape. Definitely not trying to stick around.
Oakmoor Cemetery is a cold, lifeless place to visit at night.
Of course, you know, Frankenstein, this is, you know, a sophomore level modern liberal arts education, but Frankenstein is definitely a concoction of, like, the feminist perspective. He's the evil that, you know, the mad scientist created. And that doesn't mean he necessarily wants to escape. Like, the real evil was the scientist who, what was it? He's trying to sort of make himself like reproductive. Like the male becomes auto-reproductive and just sort of spawns new like monsters and sort of just forks themselves off away from humanity. Like no women required, whatever. Now, the vampire Dracula. I'm not sure that's necessarily the same sort of thing. Like, we got their introduction here. They're kind of like in a cemetery. You don't necessarily make that connection, like that it's connected to that sort of feminist critique. But I mean, it's worth a look. Let's check it out here.
Unless you're already dead, and your name is Dracula.
I mean, it looks really shitty. The font's cool, the text is cool. Like, Steve Jobs would be like all about it. He probably never saw this movie, but it looks really, really shitty.
Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Independently released. Definitely shitty. Anyways, thank you for clicking like, smash liking, and subscribing. We'll be back again tomorrow or maybe later today, with another movie critique. So yeah, that's all for us today. Thank you very much.